Hey guys, it's Gigi. Come on in. Y'all, I have been out making some deliveries today, and I'm back home now, and I'm hungry. So I'm going to fix me some lunch, and I thought I'd have y'all, like I do so often, come along with me and hang out with me and keep me company while I make some lunch. What I'm going to be making me today is some stir fry. I've got some stir fry vegetables, and I have washed them. This was just one of those smart kits, pre-washed, pre-treated, so they say, but I like to do it myself and wash them in my vegetable wash. And you can see that there's the water because I washed them and then spun them out to get all the excess water out of them. So this basket will just lift out. But I've got some of my vegetables in here. I'm also going to be adding in some mushrooms, along the journey as I'm making them. So I'm going to angle y'all down here. First of all, what we're going to do is get our teriyaki. I'm going to make some homemade teriyaki sauce with you. And I know I did this before with some chicken fried rice, but for my newcomers, I'm going to make some, and I'll put my spin on it. I like to use the coconut aminos, the organic coconut aminos, and the liquid aminos versus soy sauce. That way I can control the salt content. And when I make my teriyaki sauce, instead of using regular brown sugar, I use my zero brown sugar, 0 calorie. This is just 0 sugar and calories. It's plant-based. It's keto friendly, but it measures like brown sugar. Okay, so I just use this in the place of brown sugar. And but anyhow, I'll tell you step by step what I'm doing. So I'm just going to turn my camera down here so we can get started. In my little wok-like pan that I'm going to be stir frying my vegetables in, I have got 2 tablespoons of butter and some garlic minced in the jar. So I'm just going to turn that down on low and let that start warming up. And then on this one, I may have to angle you down just a little bit more. I'm going to be adding 1 cup of water. This is making our teriyaki sauce, okay? Well, I've got 1 cup of water. Let me go ahead and get that started. Okay, and then I've got 1/4 of a cup. And all I did with this is, in my 1/4 of a cup, I did half coconut aminos, and I did half liquid aminos, okay? And then it calls for, my recipe calls for 5 teaspoons of brown sugar. So I'm just adding in 3, 4, and 5. 5 teaspoons of brown sugar. Okay, and then I'm going to add in, oh, I forgot to get my, y'all hang on, let me find it. Goodness gracious, there it is. I'm going to add in well, that's on there mighty tight. Goodness. Okay, I have to use my, y'all give me just a second. Let me get me a gripper and get that lid off of that, okay? Okay, that little booger was on there tight. So we're going to add in 1/2 of a teaspoon of our ground mustard. I'm sorry. Get it together, Gwen. Ground ginger. I don't think we want any ground mustard in our teriyaki seasoning. Okay, and then we're going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay. See, there's a little bit of sauce left in there. Okay, and then I'm going to whisk in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. That garlic and butter smells good together. Into this, I'm going to go ahead and add my veggies in that we have washed and drained. Let's give that cornstarch a whisk and bring this to a boil and then turn it down and just let it simmer. Of course, y'all know that cornstarch is just a thickening agent to make our teriyaki sauce thicken up. Oh, just remembered one more thing that I forgot. 1 tablespoon and I just like to buy my honey local, but it calls for 1 tablespoon of honey. And if any of you, have issues with your blood sugar or whatever, honey has a very low glycemic index, and so it usually does not elevate your blood sugar, even though it's sweet and definitely has carbs, but it doesn't elevate your blood sugar, or at least it doesn't mine. Okay, gonna turn our veggies up and get them to sauteing. Get my mushrooms out. So we've added our ginger in. Added our brown sugar. Let's recap our teriyaki sauce. I have got 1 cup of water, 5 tablespoons of packed brown sugar, 1/4 cup of, I used half, I did 1/4 of a cup, but I did half coconut aminos and half liquid aminos, okay? You can do regular soy sauce if you prefer. And then I had a 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And if you can see that, it's starting to thicken up. And as soon as that comes to a little bit of a boil, I'll turn that down and just let it simmer. And once these cook up a little bit, I can talk to you now that I've got that going. Once our vegetables get just a little bit more tender, I'll add in the mushrooms and my chicken, and then add in my teriyaki sauce. And my teriyaki sauce is starting to come to a boil, so I'm going to turn it down on low and let it simmer. I am going to, I think, add a little seasoning to my, this is a little bit of onion powder. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. And let me see, where is my onions? There you are. I am going to add just a little bit of, it's got sesame seed in. I'm just going to add a little bit of everything bagel seasoning. Everything seasoning for bagels and more. I like it in an Asian dish because it's got all the little sesame seeds in it. And, yeah. Clean up a little bit while we're waiting on that. This is going to be my lunch. I'm going to have some stir-fried vegetables with some chicken. What I did is I cooked chicken breast for our supper last night, and I went ahead and grilled an extra one because I knew I had these vegetables, and I had been wanting to do me some stir-fry, and I said, I'm going to make me an extra chicken breast, cut it up. All right, so I'm putting our mushrooms in. Our teriyaki is nice and thick. Just going to turn it off. Push it to the back burner for now while I finish. I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken breast in there. And of course, I won't use every bit of that teriyaki sauce in this dish, but I'll just, once it cools down some, I'll jar it up and put it in the refrigerator, and I'll have some made up. I'll just put it in one of my little jars. I started to make me some brown rice, like some rice, the veggies, and the chicken, almost like a little hibachi style, but I just decided I didn't want all the rice today. I'm through with my recipe, so. Alrighty, let's add some sauce. Make sure y'all can see me. perfect little jar to hold the remainder of my sauce. Oh, y'all, this smells good. And like I said, I just bought one of those little bags of the stir fry, and I think it's called Smart Kit. And I just ran it through my my little veggie washer and cleaned it really good. Spun out all the water. And this is smelling so good. And like I said, I chopped up some chicken. I just did my, let's see if I can get a piece of that chicken out. Just kind of sliced it kind of thin. And that little bag just comes with all kind of vegetables, but you can add any kind of vegetables you want to. You can add zucchini, you can add onions. That's what I was going to do that I forgot. Let's see if I got any onion chopped up. No, but I've got a partial onion that is about to go in there. That's what I forgot. That's what I had wanted to add when I added I wanted to add it in before I did my mushrooms, so it would, because I knew it would take a little bit longer to cook than the, but that's okay, that's okay. We're still going to do it. I am going to put some onions in there. I'll slice them up kind of thin, that way they won't take as long to cook. Well, drop a piece of onion down in there. I wish I could smell this. And I'll have enough of this left over. I'll eat a bowl of this for lunch, but I'll have enough left over, and I'll do it as a side with whatever I fix for our supper. I'll use this as a side dish too. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna let this cook up and just steam the onion. Basically, I'm gonna let that onion get a little bit tender, not mushy, just, you know, it'll still be a little crisp, but I'm gonna let it cook up, and then I'll come back. I'll play this up some, and we'll give it a taste together. Okay, I'll let this finish. Okay, I'm back with my lunch. I have stir-fried me some vegetables, mushroom, broccoli, bean sprouts, onions, chicken. You see, I can still see that steam coming off of it, so it's still hot. I'm gonna get a mushroom, a chicken, and broccoli. Delicious. Oh my goodness, that's good. I've been wanting some stir-fried vegetables, and I decided yesterday, I had that bag of vegetables. Like I told you, I cooked an extra piece of chicken breast. I said I'm making me some chicken and stir-fried vegetables tomorrow for my lunch. I love these. Love them. So good. Well, I'm gonna go eat while my vegetables are hot. I sure appreciate y'all hanging out with me while I made me some lunch and spending a little time with me today. I love you guys. I appreciate your support on my page. Be sure, if you like my videos, to share them, sprinkle them, all the things. Likes, hearts. But above any of that, I just appreciate you being here and being a part of my page and letting me get in my kitchen and cook with you and for you and hopefully do something that will inspire you to do the same. Well, find somebody to love on today. Find somebody to be the hands and feet of Jesus and his mouthpiece and show them some love and kindness, okay? I will see you back again real soon in my kitchen. We'll cook up another recipe together. And until then, y'all be sweet. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.